Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Robots in Disguise 2001 Sideburn, or in this case, the Supercharged redeco. Yeah, I'm taking a break from the MovieVerse reviews for just one video. I mean, hey, I did find this guy for less than £20 recently, so why not? But as we can see, this guy's obviously some kind of sports car, or he's actually meant to be a Dodge Viper, so that's really cool. And as you can see, this is meant to be a redeco, and this actually showed up in the show. This is meant to be a power-up for him. And to me, this seems pretty Hot Rod inspired. I mean, red sports car with flame detailing. Yeah, that reminds me of Hot Rod. Sure, it doesn't have the spoiler at the back, but it still reminds me of Hot Rod. Now, before we continue on with the figure, let's show something that I also got. I also got this guy's bio. So, if you remember back when the R.I.D. figures were on the shelves, on the boxes, this was pretty much on the back. We had this, which is like the old tech specs, because it had the quote, or in this case the motto, where he's questioning speed limits for some reason. And he also has the actual tech spec, which in this case, his strength is 6, his intelligence is 8, his speed is, well, unknown. We'll get into why soon on the actual bio. His endurance is 7, his rank is 8, his courage is 9, and his fire blast and skill are both 8. So yeah, here it says Sideburn, and it says he's a Speedy Knight, I guess. I don't know if Speedy Knight's supposed to be a function, or if that's just a foreign name for him. Either way, I just find that really funny. But now here we have this, and it explains that he got a new spark engine and was amazed at the results. His speed and acceleration power jumped to infinite levels, and now he's able to warp short distances on the highway. He loves to go fast just to enjoy the blur of the world shooting past him, but he knows his speed is important in the fight against the Predacons. So yeah, this guy's meant to be like not this fast, but like this fast, if you even saw that. So it's meant to just be like a small blur, not the Transformers character, but like an actual blur. God, I feel like a child again. I feel like a young child just zooming along a toy car, but that's not what we came to the video for. We came to the video to review this guy, so let's have a look at the actual car mode. Well, as I said, this is obviously meant to be a Dodge Viper, so I don't know the actual real-life vehicle, so car enthusiasts who know the actual Dodge Viper, is this accurate to the real vehicle? Probably. But as we can see, it's got gold hubcaps, or gold wheel rims, which is awesome. We've got a flame detailing on the car door, and it's pretty easy to untap, unfortunately, so that is an issue. But we've got 2 Ultimate insignias on the top. The back, which has a license plate thing, I don't know what that means. Got this hole in the back, although you'll see what that is soon. The other side, the underneath, which has a bit going on. I mean, the head's showing, albeit backwards, thankfully, so we don't see his head underneath. We have a missile. We have what looks like a missile button, and once again, we'll see what this is for in robot mode. And well, yeah, not one of the worst undercarriages of a Transformers vehicle mode, but not one of the best ones either. So that's pretty much it for the car mode, but let's do a few comparisons. First of all, here he is with another Transformer with a hot rod inspired color scheme, Excellion from Cybertron. Now this guy's obviously meant to be more of a Cybertronian car, but well, he's still a red sports car with a flame detail, so yeah. But this guy's flame detailing is nowhere near as cool as Sideburns. Even if he does have actual interior detailing. Next up, here he is with Classics Hot Rod. And just like with Sideburn, he's got some flame detailing at the side. And with my hot rod, it's actually an amalgamation of two Classics hot rods. Most of it is the Classics figure, while the chest is from the Reveal the Shield version. I mean, this was a bonus figure for another figure I bought, so who knows, maybe I'll sell this for spare parts and I'll buy an actual Classics hot rod one day with the actual flame chest. I don't know. But for now, this will be my Classics hot rod. But for the actual comparison, yeah, you can see the inspiration here. Oh, they even have the exposed engine here, which is cool. Okay, and finally, here is Sideburn with his brother, Prowl. Don't have it. A bit wobbly, but whatever. Here he is with Prowl, his brother. And these are the only two Autobot brothers I have right now. I do want to get X-Brawn one day. But as of right now, these are the only Autobot brothers I have in my collection. And they both look really cool together. Even if my Prowl's not the Supercharged recolor. But well, that's pretty much it for the car mode, so let's have a look at the transformation, eh? And before I start, you already know about this transformation if you know this figure. People have already said that this is one of the hardest figures to transform. Do I also agree on that? Actually, not really. Sure, this guy can be tricky, but one of the hardest figures to transform? I think some people are over-exaggerating. I mean, I've had some harder figures to transform in the past. I mean, Mixmaster from Revenge of the Fallen, for example. Pretty much, I've had... There's a couple of Movieverse figures that are harder to transform than this guy, so I think there's some people that are exaggerating when they say that this is one of the hardest figures to transform. Not the hardest, but one of the hardest. Because this is pretty much a shell former, according to TF Wiki. But well, let's do this. Well, to start, remove this. This is a missile, obviously. But also, remove this entire section. Parts forming! We actually have parts forming! But yeah, this actually transforms, oh, not transforms, but this becomes a gun in the robot modes. But yeah, this remove the arse end, so finding one complete can be, I don't know, but I guess I got lucky when I found this one complete, but yeah, remove the rear end. Haha. But jokes aside, open the doors and untap these sections. And get the legs out and around and flip out the feet. Come in here with the front and fold that down. Take the windshield, and that's pretty much attached to this arm here. So I just move that. Take the waist and rotate it. Not 360 degrees. Not 360 degrees, sorry. Not 180 degrees, but only 90 degrees. The reason for that is because you need to make clearance for this. So just rotate it in order to make room for this arm. And then rotate it back into this position. So you don't rotate it 180 degrees. You just rotate it 90 degrees to make room for this arm. Take these sections and move them up. Like so. Okay, transforming this arm could be a bit tricky. Yeah, you want to try and untab this arm here. There we go. Rotate it like so. Oh. So have it like this. Try and get the front bumper section like that so it doesn't get in the way. But have it so this wheel fits into this gap here. And then rotate the chest section around. Rotate the arm. So you have it like this. Oh, one thing I forgot, you also have to have it untabbed. So, well, not untabbed, but you have to get this arm in before you fully you have to get this arm in before you get it in, if you know what I mean. Get the arm in before you get the chest in, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm saying either. The front bumper, just move that down. Yeah, this is a pretty messy transformation. And that's not my fault, that's Hasbro's fault, because this is, as I said, meant to be a shell former. And finally, these bits, well, they just go on the back. They can be as high as you want them, but I'm just going to lay them there. And well, that's pretty much the robot modes. Yep. That was tricky, but not that hard. As I said, I've had way harder figures to transform before, so... Now, as I said, he does have this gun, and while I'm not going to put it in his hand just yet, I'm going to show you how it works. You see this missile? And it goes in like this, and it fires. There we go. So I'll put this in his hand later. We also have this golden little gun here. I'll put this in his hand later as well. I guess he could also hold it like a sword. So this could be either a gun or a sword. Okay, having a look at the... Oh, well, before I have a look at the head, let's have a 360. Yeah, these bits just hang off the back, unfortunately. So, this is one of those figures where it's not really that pretty to look at all angles. I mean, he does have this shield on this arm, but it's one of those asymmetrical transformers, because with one arm he has this entire thing on the shoulder, and the other he's got the shields. One arm he's got this wheel as like a huge, attachment, just because of the transformation, and the other doesn't. Yeah, this is not a symmetrical transformer whatsoever. The only symmetrical parts are the legs, to be honest. Now having a look at the head, we can see that not even that is symmetrical, because if it looks like one eye's got if I have a look myself, it looks like one eye's got some kind of I don't know how to describe it, some kind of thing on it. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I'm sorry. I know I'm dumb. But he also has what it looks like an earpiece on him. So that looks really cool. So it is definitely a cool head sculpt. Alright, now for comparison. So here he is with Excellion. And unlike Sideburn, Excellion is actually a symmetrical transformer. So pretty much a step you do on one side, you do on the other side, whereas with this guy, it's all over the place. Here he is with Hot Rod, and you can sort of see that this guy has an orange chest, similar to how Hot Rod normally has a flame chest. Yeah, sorry, on my figure, I can't really get this fist out without any help. I didn't have enough time to get that thing to help me, so just say he's getting ready to get that pizza cutter thing out, so yeah. But now for the comparison that you all want to see. Here he is with Prowl. And if Prowl will actually stand for me, we can see that these guys actually both have arm shields, with Prowl's spoiler being his shield, and this guy's windshield, Sideburn's windshield being his, well, shield. But it's nice to see that the Autobot brothers all get arm shields. But at least, aside from this, the rest of Prowl is pretty symmetrical. Okay, now for this guy's articulation, the head can move and can look up on a ball joint. This arm can move. This one can also move, although you have to get this out the way. He sort of can T-pose, although the kibble can get in the way, unfortunately. he has got elbows. And this elbow can swivel. Actually, oh yeah, both elbows can swivel, actually. It's got a waist rotation. Legs can move up. Can move back if you get the back junk out the way. It's got knees. Can rotate on a ball joint. It's got feet, and the feet can rotate on a ball joint. So if we can just sort out the back kibble. Because there is actually a complaint. The back kibble can get in the way. Okay, now. So this guy can do a couple poses, but the kibble can get in the way, which is a bit annoying. Okay, now let's give him his weaponry. So I'll put this in his hand as a gun, because, well, I don't think he ever used it as a sword in the show. In fact, I don't think he ever used this in the show, or at least not that I saw. But I'm just going to use it as a gun. But, well, here he is with his weaponry. So he can shoot down Predacons. Or even those recolored Combaticons if he sees them. And, well, that's pretty much all I have to say. Complaints? Well, the back kibble, for one, as I've just said. My second complaint, the kibble can get in the way of the articulation. My third complaint, well, the transformation can be tricky. It's not impossible, but it can be tricky. So, just make sure you've got patience. Because if you don't have the instructions like what I had, you could be sitting there for a while trying to figure it out. So, I'm thankful I had the instructions. But do I recommend this figure? Well, if you're a fan of Robots in Disguise, then yeah. I mean, the Allbot brothers were some of the main characters in the show, so it makes sense to have them. So all I need now is X-Brawn. But if you don't like how complex this guy is, maybe not. As this guy could possibly break if you're not careful with him. But, well, this has been my review on RID Supercharged Sideburn. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.